Welcome to Agape Counseling Services. My name is James Morage Maido. I'm a psychologist by profession. I deal with matters concerning marriages in all stages. Those who want to get married, maybe they are dating. Those who are in marriage, the very first few years, the middle classes, and of course the aging group. I do therapy in their marriage, and this time I want to deal with one of the critical stage in marriage. We are calling it the coggering stage, or others who are used to call it the donkey stage. That is the age between 35 years to 60 years. This is a stage which is a very critical stage. It's a stage in marriage whereby the family is so much busy rearing their children. Others, their children are maybe they are in schools, others are in the universities. This is the stage that the family want to settle down. They want to come out maybe to achieve their goals and their dreams. They want their children, of course, to be in the universities, and they want even to resettle from maybe rental houses, and they buy land and they settle their family for their future. So this stage, it is sometimes seems to be forgotten in one way, because the society normally talks about the children and the aging group, that is 70 years and above. But this group of 35 to 60 years is a very, very critical stage in life. One is because this is the stage that support other stages, maybe financially, socially, and economically. And this is the stage that support, of course, the children. And this is the stage that support the aging group of 70 years and above. This is the stage that support the government in terms of taxes. So this is the stage that is so much burdened by a lot of responsibilities. This is the stage that the family feels that they want to achieve and they don't want to be left behind by their peers. This is the stage that have got to achieve their goals before times comes to an end, maybe before their times come to an end. This is the stage that they want to prepare for their retirement times, and they prepare for a safe landing when it comes to the retirement. Now you can be able to see what kind of a group we are dealing with. So this group sometimes is a bit forgotten, and maybe the society feels that that these stages have already fulfilled their achievements. But that is not. This is the stage that is supporting the youth for their future. This is the stage that is supporting the little children, and of course the aging group. So I want to address to this stage. At this moment, we are undergoing a very, very hard times economically. And if you don't be able to address issues that are this age is going through, we may have a problem in the family circles, and we may not be able to achieve a lot. The children may not be able to achieve. The aging group may be left unattended, and we may even have a society that is crippling, because this group, if this group does not support itself, then we may have a very weak other family circles, because this is the one, it's one of the pillar. It's a pillar in all other stages. It's one of the greatest pillar in other stages in the developmental stages of the family. And I want to address to one of the critical issues that is being bogging down this stage, and this is what we call the psychological issue. That is, we are calling it the stress. Stress is one of the greatest enemy in this stage, because this stage, as a result of a lot of demands from every place, every corner. The children are demanding too much. The government is demanding too much. This man is being demanded too much by, of course, to achieve the goals. This man is being, of course, or this age or this family is being demanded too much by the government. So as a result of that demand, these people may have what we call the stress. They undergo a psychological issue that we call it stress. Stress is a process of challenge. It's a challenge of a person be able to unable to deal with the challenging issues that surround him. So I'm going to address at least 5 ways that one can be able to manage stress. 5 ways, at least 5 ways that one can be able to manage the stress. One of the things that one can be able to do, and I am addressing to you parents, you man, you woman, you parents, that you may be undergo stress as a result of demands, the challenges that are coming out from the world, the needs from the family, from the government, from all the requirements that you are being demanded. One of the things that you can be able to do to manage your stress, it is to be totally optimistic. One is being optimistic. Be optimistic, don't be pessimistic, and don't work with people who are pessimistic. People who always think things in a negative way. People who always see the glass of water half full. People who always see things that they cannot be able. Work with people who are optimistic. People who can be able to encourage you, motivate you. People who can be able to pat you your shoulder and tell you that you can make it, you are doing it right. And so don't work with people who are shying off and they make you feel that you are demoralized. So work with people who are always optimistic in life. Number 2, you need to apply what we call, of course, the resilience. Have an approach of resilience. Resilience approach is very important, meaning that you can, even after being buried by all these demands, you can bring yourself out successfully, even to this age bracket of 45 to 60, and you retire successfully because of your resiliency, coming out successful. And you see, even all this I'm going through, I am going to come out successfully. I'm going to become a very self-oriented person that you can be able to come out from these issues and you achieve. Resilience is very important to the people who have stress, and they can say, totally still I can be able to achieve, even when I'm buried by all these things that, of course, that demand that surrounds me. The other issue which is very, very important, it is the family support. Your family support is very, very important. Let your family unit, because it is one of the very first unit that is very important when it comes to stress management, that your family support is very important. Let them know, of course, where you are. Let them know what you can be able to achieve at this moment as a family. Let them, know what you can be able to afford and what you cannot be able to afford. Where you can be able to take them for an out and where you cannot be able to afford to take them. The school they can be able to go to and where they cannot be able to, you cannot be able to make them go. What they can be able to eat at this moment and what you cannot be able to. the house you can be able to build for them at this moment, and the one that you cannot be able. Let them know, of course, your goals and your visions, where you are at this moment. The family is very important. They are the one who motivate you. They are the one who give you a good environment even to achieve what you want to achieve. When they know where you are and where you are going and what you are doing at this moment, and let them understand. Let them work together. The family support is very, very important, because you are not going to be stressed by their demands, because already they know the dad what he can be able to give at this moment and what he cannot be able to give. The fourth one, which is very, very important, is that you apply what we call humor. Humor is very, very important. Be very, of course, be a comic person. Look for people who are jokers. Work with the people who are very comic. They are not serious. They can joke around. You can craft your rafters. Watch movies. Don't watch horrific news, which are so much giving you a lot of panic. Look for music, good music. Listen to music which is good. Watch movies. That comic places which are good, whereby you can feel happy, you can laugh. It minimizes your stress, and it brings down the pressure. It brings down create an environment which is very happy, which is very, very important. And the fifth one, which is very important, it is to exercise. Look for a place you can be able to exercise. Come out, of course, and you do exercise. Apply what we call the deep breathing techniques, which are very, very important. You can breathe in and out when you have a lot of stress. Look for a solitude where you can be able to go out and you do your exercise, because when you come out, because we normally say when you do exercise, the body responds, of course, be able to any stress that was to come out, it is goes out as a result of doing a lot of exercise, which are very, very important in life, because you feel that, and of course you bath with the shower. Is one of the best ways, and of course even to run around with children, and of course you play football, run and all that. The stress, don't just sit house and you just be there, and you feel that you cannot make it, and you start now counting what you have not achieved, listening to all the demands. They are going to kill you, because stress develop what we call even high blood pressures. It develop a lot of psychological diseases, and some of them become so much chronic, and you eventually you become sick, develop answers, and then you become depressed. All that comes as a result of people sitting down and looking what they don't have, instead of going out, do some bit of exercise, and when you come back home, you just be feel that you are out of touch with any demands in the environment. And the last thing, which is very, very important, it is to apply what we call spirituality. Go to church, go to fellowship, go to people who are fellowshipping, listening to the word of God. It is very, very important, because when you go there, we normally worship to God, who is of course, he is our transcendent. He can be able to achieve what we cannot be able to achieve, and you leave them to God. Going to that to become spiritual, it is not bad, it is very good, because you have another person who can be able to offload your demands that you cannot be able to achieve. And we have a God whom we direct issues that we cannot be able to achieve. And you feel that you are comfortable, you can live again, you have a tomorrow, because there is somebody somewhere who is helping you to achieve your dreams, your demands, and it is very, very important. Spirituality is one of our critical way of achieving your demands. But what should you not do? Don't use what we call defense mechanism, because we normally see that stress, because of demand and many demands and calling and calls from all circles being demanded, this stage is full of demand. You don't get people give you, but you get people who are demanding from you. Parents, they cannot give you, because at this time they demand from you. Your children, who are the girls, your boys who are at the university, colleges, they only demand the school fees, they demand the pocket money, they demand the visit, they're only demanding from you. Your wife is demanding, they are demanding even attachment from you. The children, the same. The government, the society demand from you. So this is a stage of being demanded. That is why we are calling it you must conquer, because it's a conquering stage that is being demanded. So when you are demanded all the way through and nobody is giving you, you're only being demanded, you have a God who can be able to give you without being demanded. Don't apply defense mechanism which create a lot of anxiety in life, but use what we call, you can use what we call these approaches that can help you, but don't use defense mechanism is good sometimes, but sometimes it is worse, because when you deny, you don't want to have, these are not my children, these are not my, I don't want them who are demanding me, these are my parents, I don't need them. When you deny, and of course when you confront, when you fight as a way of defending yourself as a defense mechanism, it will not work, but it will even create a lot of problems. But if you apply resilience, optimistic, use your family support, which is very important. Be resilient. You do exercise, have spirituality. All this can be able to help you to minimize our pressure that are coming from demands that are creating us to have a lot of stress in our life. But when you do that, we are going to manage ourselves and be able to overcome and achieve great things in life, and we come out from this quagmire of stress in Jesus' name. Otherwise, God bless you so much. May the Lord bless you so much, and I wish you well. Our stage, this is the stage we are, the age of conquering stage, the donkey stage. I wish you well. Come out successfully. Hold yourself, and you're going to achieve and make it in life in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. If you need more, just go to the YouTube channel. That is James Maido at Agape Counseling Therapy, and you're going to learn more from us, and may the Lord bless you. Shalom.